Guys, my name is Garrett Garcia. So today I'm going to be talking about kind of the relationship I have with my stepdad, Eric Resch. In today's society, I feel like many people have developed strong and lasting relationships that are much more than friendships and actually develop into a discipleship or a mentorship. Luckily for me, I've had this relationship in my life for the past 15 years with Eric. I don't know why I just did that, but anyways, instead of our relationship being kind of like a typical disciplinary or uninvolved relationship, which is common and biases against stepdads and stepson relationships, it's definitely more of a discipleship. Um, Eric's been a great influence between my mom and I for the past 15 years, and especially ever since I was like 5, and continues to do so every single day. Even though, especially being at college, it's hard for us to talk all the time, but when we get a chance to talk, he's still a great mentor. The importance of having a mentor in your life is 100% necessary. In an article by John Rampton, I'm gonna just list 10 reasons of why I think you guys, and including myself, should always have one. So number one, they provide information and knowledge, and they teach it. They provide constructive criticism on areas that we can improve. They stimulate our personal, career, and professional growth. They will always encourage us to keep going and just push us through stuff. And they're disciplinarians to create necessary boundaries that ourselves can't always set. Um, they are sounding boards for career ideas or even lifestyle ideas. They are trusted advisors for anything in life, whether it's money, relationships, or anything. And they can be pivotal in making connections, whether it's in the business world or if you just need better friendships or relationships in your life. They probably know people that it would be perfect for you. And they always will have experiences that you can learn from, and that they don't have to be your experiences. A lot of the times, Eric and I have had like not lessons, but he's taught me stuff from stuff that he's experienced and gone through, and I've learned from it, even though I have not been through it. And lastly, mentors are free. Um, what I mean by that is you don't have to pay for someone to give you advice. It's there all the time, especially with me and my mentor being my stepdad. I can go to him any time of the day and learn from him, and he can learn from me as well. It's not just not just a one-way street. I know in the past a lot of experiences both of us have learned from it because they've both been new experiences to us, and it's been phenomenal, and we've both grown from it. Um, a lot of things that I just listed, Eric is really good at making it easy to connect with him through, especially when he gives me constructive criticism on where I can improve. That has helped me a lot in my life and helped me become who I am today. And he's also very good at creating boundaries for me that I can't set, especially when it comes to school or even just like being out late with friends or anything when it comes to that. Um, a lot of times I'll get questions on what it's like to have my stepdad be my mentor and what it's like to actually have him in my life. And for me, for both of us, it's been amazing. Like we have a super close connection that I would say is much more close than a father-son relationship. And we both, just like I said earlier, we both have learned so much from this discipleship. Um, and a little more about like what I mean by discipleship is in Titus 2, God tells us to learn about the way He wants us to live while seeking out godly examples in church. And I feel like Eric displays this oh my gosh, displays living like this in a godly manner because of how he is with other people and how he's going to attract people that are just like him. In another example, Matthew 28 verses 19 and 20, God teaches us to go and make disciples of all nations because we are commanded by him, and during this God will surely be with us till the end. And this doesn't really go for Eric, it goes for Eric and I. And in our relationship, I feel like that passage has been a part of our lives because of how he, my mom, and I are going to treat others with the love of God and be there with them till the end. Um, Another thing about Eric is he is always consistent, and what I mean by this is no matter the situation, excuse me, whether it's someone he has never met before, or it's in a work environment, or at home, or if we're out getting something to eat. Um, he is always consistent with them and how he treats them. And I've noticed this over the past 15 plus years with him, that he's always consistent with his character. And especially with towards me, he's always gonna treat me the same, give me the same constructive criticism, and whether it's in, like I said, a work environment, because oftentimes he and I work together, or yeah. So even though this is just a sample size of how Eric is as a person, he is much more than just my mentor and stepdad. So in conclusion, Eric is a huge reason of why I am the person I am today. One great thing I appreciate about him is the fact that he hasn't molded me into the person he wants me to be. He has molded me into the person that I want to be and how I want to kind of go through my life while teaching me what he's learned. And I'm forever grateful for him. So thank you guys. Have a good day and happy Thanksgiving.